Hey, welcome to the Sisters set for March, first week in March. I think it's the second, March 2nd. Great. I'm Aaron Kavitz. Tonight I am the Sisters. So come with me on a magical journey of improvisation tonight. So I rarely get the chance to perform by myself, and I just want to, prepare all of the zero viewers out there. This is just for me. I hope you're along for the ride. I hope you have a great time. I don't bear you any ill will, but this is really just for me. Ted, can I talk to you for a second about the? About Ted, you shat in the conference room. No. Yeah, Ted, you shat in the conference room. That could have been that, like that. Mark brings his dog to work all the time. I don't know why you would assume that I shat in conference. Look, I don't want to make a big deal about this. I just called a general staff meeting of all of the employees of Hewlett Packard so that we could deal with this discreetly. I mean, we're just telecasting this to, Beijing, Tokyo, Hong Kong, and also the Western cities that we operate in, so that we can solve this in-house and not involve the authorities. Yeah, no, I don't think we need to involve the authorities at all. No, like I just, I don't know why you would assume that it's me when there's literally a dog in here every week. Okay, you want to go down this road? Ted, we DNA tested the shit that was found in the conference room. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and it turns out you can't DNA test shit. Huh. Yeah, you can't. Unless there's like a lot of blood or something in it, you can't. Really? I always assume because there's like it's no, it kind of gets destroyed by your gut unless there's something bad going on. And was there? No, it was very it was healthy and everything was good. Oh God, thank God. Hi, I'm sorry. I just noticed. Yes? So sorry. Hi. I just noticed. Yeah. No, I'm so sorry. I just noticed. Yeah. You're reading Infinite Jest. Oh, yeah. I fucking hate it though. Cool. Yeah. I hated it too. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still reading it. It's I really hate it. Like, not just I think it's boring. If it was boring, I would stop. No. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Because of like all the footnotes. No, I love footnotes. Like I like that's actually I feel like it gives footnotes a bad name. Like if there's one thing that I stand for, it's rigor and it's elaborating on your ideas. And I think it's kind of a great way. Yeah, no, totally. To like expand. Yep. Are you listening to what I'm saying, or are you just agreeing? No, I'm listening. Totally. Okay, well, I think it's a great way to like, in a non-traditional way, expand on specific ideas and be more rigorous about what's coming from what. Totally. And I think it does it poorly. Yeah. So like, what are you doing later? After we get to Delhi? Yeah, like when we arrive in New Delhi, like what are you doing after that? Oh, I mean, I'm going to see the sights. Can't wait to see the red fort. Really? You're going to see the red fort? Yeah, I don't know why that's so surprising to you. That's one of the main tourist attractions. No, it's just like, I was going to see the red fort. Yeah, that's not surprising to me at all. That's one of the main tourist attractions in Delhi. No, it's just like, that's so funny to me. Because like, you were going to go see the red fort, and then I'm also going to go see the red fort. So, Koinky Dinka. What are you? You should not be licking your hands on a public train in India. I mean, I don't mean to. I don't know what your story is, and that is not a common sexual gesture. What sexual gesture? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that's meant to simulate. Like a common, like the ones that I'm aware of are like this. Are you trying to do this? Is this what you're trying to do? Oh my God. No, never. I don't know what, I don't even know what that would be, because it's like a rubbing and sliding motion. It's not even, there's nothing penetrative of it. Of it? Yeah, you're going to fault me for that? No. I just wanted to infuse this with like a little bit of political reality. Russia is backsliding into a political nightmare time for no good reason whatsoever. Like, I feel like Russian people could very easily stand up to their government, and they aren't, in part, I think to a large part, because it's important for them to be a big player on the world stage. Meanwhile, they're going broke and starving to death, and it's a very shitty and avoidable and nonsensical thing to me. So to all of our viewers in Russia, which, by the way, an infinite portion of the viewers of this broadcast are in Russia, because 0 divided by 0 is infinite, undefined. We can talk about it. There are certain ways in which it would make sense to call that infinity, because as you approach, if you were to take the limit of the denominator approaching 0, even as the numerator approached 0, depending on the speed that they're both approaching 0, by what function they're decreasing, you could very easily be approaching infinity. Undefined is also a reasonable answer, because taking the limit from other directions, you could just as easily approach negative infinity, right? If the denominator was going from -2 to -1 to -0.5 to -0.25, etc., you'd be approaching negative infinity. And so you have two divergent limits at the same point, right? Whether you approach the point from the left or from the right, you're either going to negative or positive infinity. And so you might well say that that value is undefined rather than infinite. But infinity is such a deep and complex subject that actually ends up being somewhat of a subtle distinction. Take, for example, this is something that I just thought of the other day, actually, and I'm sure other people have written about it too. But basically, any closed shape, we usually think of the plane as being an infinite square. And that's because we usually use Cartesian coordinates, and they are square coordinates. And so we think of a plane as being a square that stretches infinitely in two directions. You could just as easily make it basically any shape, a circle or a triangle or a pentagon or whatever, or even irregular shapes, a weird squiggle thing. As long as you extend infinitely in all directions, that equally well defines a plane, unless there are conspicuously entire regions missing from it, if it's not just a simple closed shape, or if you aren't expanding out from the center of mass of the shape. Infinity is weird. It makes all the shapes the same. So we seem to be, yep, we definitely are in a bit of a, yeah, you do not need to say it, pickle here. Yeah, we're in a pickle. We are in a pickle here. I don't think talking about it's going to help. Well, I want to make sure we're on the same page. On the same page? Yeah, we're both, sinking in a pit of quicksand. Yeah, cool, good. All right, I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that you think the same thing as me. Yeah, I do. Whew. Anyways, glad for that. Why? I don't know, because I want to be intellectually close to you. Well, you are intellectually close to me. Congratulations on our last few moments on Earth. Thank you. Oh my God. This is all I ever wanted. All you ever wanted was to be intellectually close to me. Yeah. You're kind of my hero. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you. I never thought I would get to hear you say that. Well, good night and good luck. You're my hero. We live in a culture that constantly tells us that consumerism will not make us happy, but it only does that while using that message to sell us more products, movie tickets, and, your Hunger Games Mockingjay Subway combo sandwich deal. And it's a fucking farce. And we don't care. And we just let this absurd doublespeak invade our language and our thoughts. And we don't care as long as we have good coffee and a new iPhone. Basically, all of our lives are a lie. Brought to you by Harman Kardon headphones. They're really great headphones, and I stand by these. I think they're wonderful. You should get a pair. They are the absolute best headphones for nonconformists everywhere. So if you don't buy into corporate greed and bullshit, then buy these headphones. Well, thanks for signing in, for tuning in. I hope you found that enjoyable. I certainly had a good time. If you would like to contact me about your feelings about this set or about other things in my life, I'll gladly talk with you about things, especially if you're a stranger. This really goes triple for strangers. There's a certain kind of honesty that you can only have with people you don't know and don't really have contacts in common with, because nothing's ever going to get back to anybody. And you can just really lay it all out on the line. And I'd be happy to do that for you. And I'll tell you about my shit, of which I have surprisingly little. I mean, like, my shit is pretty good, despite the fact that I'm doing improv comedy to no one online. Things are actually going pretty damn well. So anyway, I wish you the best, and thanks for signing in. And I'm sure there will be more of these. Get in touch. Hey, have a good one. Good night.